Hey everybody and welcome. We are about to go on an incredible adventure to a city that is just packed with history, heroes, and some serious fun. So get ready, because we're exploring Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
Okay, so let me ask you something. You're at a huge baseball game, right? The crowd is roaring, the sun is out. What is the absolute most fun thing you could possibly be doing? Is it eating a hot dog? Maybe catching a foul ball? Nah, it's something way, way cooler than that. You heard that right. In Williamsport, during the Little League World Series, the best spot isn't a seat at all. It's this giant grassy hill right next to the stadium. Kids grab a piece of cardboard, use it as a sled, and just slide down over and over again. And get this, when you get all dirty, there's a hose at the bottom to wash off so you can run right back up and do it all again.
So this all goes down at the Little League World Series. It's this massive baseball tournament for kids, probably just like you, who come from countries all over the globe to play. And you know what the best part is? It is totally free to get in and watch the games.
And the party starts before a single pitch is even thrown. A whopping 40,000 people come out for the Grand Slam parade. Just imagine that. Floats, marching bands, and all 20 teams riding through the streets. The whole city comes out to celebrate. It's a huge deal.
Right next to the fields, you'll find the World of Little League Museum. And this place is just awesome. You can see how the whole thing got started, and there are all these cool interactive exhibits where you can test your skills. It really is the place where Major League dreams get their start.
But you know, before Williamsport was famous for baseball bats, it was famous for, well, for what bats are made of. The city had a completely different claim to fame, going from a town full of logs to a town full of legends.
Believe it or not, way back in the late 1800s, Williamsport was known as the lumber capital of the world. So much wood came through this city that it made a lot of people super rich. In fact, it had more millionaires for its size than any other city in the entire country.
So how in the world did they handle all that wood? Well, they built something called the Susquehanna log boom. I want you to picture a giant traffic jam on the river, but only for logs. This thing could hold up to 1 million logs at one time before they were sent off to the mills. Isn't that wild?
Okay, so what do you do with all that lumber money? Well, you build giant, fairy tale mansions, for one. You can still see them today on what they call Millionaire's Row. They also built fancy hotels, and get this, one of the local factories even made doors for the White House in Washington, D.C.
And this just shows you how proud the city is of that history. The local high school teams, they aren't the Tigers, they're not the Eagles, nope. They are called the Williamsport Millionaires. How cool is that for a mascot? It's the perfect shout-out to the city's amazing past.
All right, so every great city has its heroes, right? It's time to meet some of the all-stars who called Williamsport home. Think of them as the city's very own super team.
First up, we've got Carl Stotz. This is the guy who actually invented Little League Baseball, right here, back in 1939. He just thought it would be cool for kids to have their own organized league to play in, and that little idea grew into something played all over the world. No Carl, no World Series. Next on the team is the pitching ace, Mike "Moose" Mussina. He grew up right in the area and went on to become a Hall of Fame pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. He's a total hometown hero and a huge inspiration for all the local kids.
And here we have a different kind of hero, a really courageous one. This is Daniel Hughes. Back in the 1800s, he was an African-American man who worked with lumber on the river. But his most important job was being a conductor on the Underground Railroad, bravely helping escaped slaves find their way to freedom. Just an incredibly brave person.
Okay, so you've heard the history, you've met the heroes, now it's your turn to have an adventure. Here's a quick lightning round of some of the awesome things you can do when you visit Williamsport.
First up, you can hop aboard a real-life paddle wheel riverboat. The Hiawatha takes you on a 1-hour cruise down the Susquehanna River. It's so cool to see the city from the water, and they even have special pirate-themed trips for kids.
All right, next question. Are you feeling brave? Because you have got to visit Clyde Peeling's Reptiland. It's this incredible zoo filled with gators, snakes, and yep, even giant Komodo dragons. They also have these huge roaring animatronic dinosaurs you can walk right next to. It's so cool.
Think history is boring? Not at the Tabor Museum, no way. This place is all about hands-on fun. You can press buttons to run a collection of over 300 model trains, try on clothes from way back when, and see what life was like for kids in the 1800s.
And of course, after a long day of adventure, you're gonna need two things: sweet treats and sports. You can grab a scoop of amazing homemade ice cream at Edder's. They've been making it since 1927. Then you can head over to historic Bowman Field to cheer on the city's minor league team, the Williamsport Crosscutters.
So there you have it. From sliding down hills and meeting dragons to cheering on the millionaires, Williamsport is just bursting with fun. Which leaves us with just one question. When you visit, what's your first adventure going to be?